Imagine a single battle that changed the course of history, where one navy, vastly outnumbered, shattered an enemy fleet and secured dominance over the seas. A battle where a legendary admiral, outgunned and outmanned, defied the odds with a daring strategy that still amazes historians today. This is the story of the Battle of Trafalgar, a naval showdown that sealed Britain's naval supremacy for a century. But how did one battle decide the fate of Europe? And what price did Britain pay for victory? Let's dive into the epic clash that changed everything. The year was 1805. Europe was engulfed in the Napoleonic Wars, and the French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte had one ultimate goal: to invade Britain. But there was one massive obstacle in his way: the Royal Navy. Napoleon knew that as long as the British controlled the seas, his invasion would be impossible. So he devised a plan. His ally, Spain, would join forces with France, creating a powerful fleet capable of challenging Britain's naval dominance. On October 21st, 1805, off the coast of Cape Trafalgar in southern Spain, the combined French and Spanish fleets, led by Admiral Pierre-Charles Villeneuve, faced off against the British Royal Navy under the command of Admiral Horatio Nelson. The numbers were daunting: 33 enemy ships against Nelson's 27. But Nelson had something the enemy didn't: a bold strategy that would change naval warfare forever. Instead of the traditional tactic of engaging the enemy in a parallel line, Nelson took a daring risk. He divided his fleet into two columns and charged directly at the Franco-Spanish line, aiming to break their formation into chaos. This was incredibly dangerous. British ships would be exposed to enemy fire as they advanced. But if it worked, it would cut the enemy in half, preventing them from coordinating their attacks. As the British ships surged forward, cannon fire erupted across the waves. The French and Spanish gunners unleashed devastating broadsides, trying to stop the advance. But Nelson's plan worked. The enemy line was shattered, and British ships poured into the gaps, engaging in brutal close-quarters combat. The HMS Victory, Nelson's flagship, led the charge, taking heavy damage but holding firm. In the heat of battle, Nelson stood on deck, directing his men with calm determination. But tragedy struck. He was shot by a French sniper from the rigging of Redoubtable. As he was carried below deck, the battle raged on above him. The British fleet executed their attack with ruthless precision. One by one, French and Spanish ships surrendered or were destroyed. By the end of the battle, the Franco-Spanish fleet had lost 22 ships, while the British lost none. It was a crushing victory, but it came at a cost. Nelson, Britain's greatest naval hero, succumbed to his wounds, his final words being, "Now I am satisfied. Thank God I have done my duty." The Battle of Trafalgar was more than just a victory. It was a turning point in history. With Napoleon's fleet destroyed, his dream of invading Britain was over. The Royal Navy's dominance was cemented, and Britain would rule the seas unchallenged for over a century. Trafalgar ensured that the British Empire could expand without fear of invasion, shaping the modern world in ways we still feel today. And so, a single battle, fought in just a few hours, determined the fate of nations. The legacy of Trafalgar lives on, a testament to strategy, bravery, and sacrifice. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest naval battles, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the past. Let me know in the comments, do you think Nelson's risky strategy was worth it? See you in the next one.